Hi everyone. Today, we will tackle about the global environmental crisis that is happening in our world. So, are you aware of the issue that is happening in our environment? And what is happening to our world? Well, today, we will discuss about it. And, by the way, the global environmental crisis is not just an academic exercise but a pressing necessity that people should know. This topic teaches us on how our planet deals with this type of environmental crisis or issues, like the environmental threats like deforestation and biodiversity loss, such as like that. And by the far-reaching to the greenhouse gas emission that is happening in our atmosphere. So by exploring the interconnected nature of this issue, it shows the urgent need for coordinated action and this sustainable process or practices that also needs to emphasize how individual choices and governmental policies can collectively shape a healthier and more resilient future to our next generation in our world. Our planet faces critical environmental threats like plastic waste, ocean acidification, and soil degradation. And this also contains endangering the marine life, not also in marine life but also in terrestrial life that living in the land, and it also affects the food security and health. These issues is interconnected to each other that also harm the planet life, that amplifies the impact on vulnerable population and ecosystems. So, addressing these global environmental threats requires urgent and needs action from the government, businesses, and such as individuals that needs to protect and restore this planet's delicate balance of life. So the first environmental issue that we will talk about is the global warming. So what is global warming? So driven by the burning of fossil fuels, that causing a dangerous rise in the world's temperature. So according to the data that I read by the year May 23 or 2023, the temperatures had already increased by 1.15 Celsius degrees over, or let's say higher than that, in the pre-industrial levels with carbon dioxide levels at 420 ppm. So, a concentration not seen in the millions of years. This rapid increase in greenhouse gas emissions exacerbates the natural disasters and pushes the worsening air quality of our planet. So, di ba, na-feel ko na to ni kay ang hangin karon sobra kainit. We face a heat environment all day in our life kaya tungod na sa global warming, di ba? So this rapid increase in greenhouse gas emission is the way that pushes the planet past critical tipping points, leading to thinning forest covers and melting polar caps, which kanang mga iceberg kay dali na kayo mo matunaw. And particularly this is also common in urban areas. So addressing this crisis requires an urgent swift transition to sustainable energy sources to mitigate the disastrous consequences of unchecked global warming issue that we face and happening in this world. The next issue we will talk about is about poor governance. So nalunguingon man ta nga appeal ang poor governance sa environmental crisis or issue that happens in our world. Di ba man-made man na? Di ba sa gobyerno man na, dili man na social phenomena na mo happen directly. So bantog maingon na to na kay it also affects the environment health because of poor governance. The environment is not protected or not care enough to the people or the government. So poor governance constitutes an environmental crisis because it fosters the market failures and obstruct the implementation of crucial measures of low carbon technology and sustainable practices. Did you know the word the carbon tax? So pasabot ani ang bugat na buwis sa carbon or the emission of carbon dioxide. So a carbon tax is a free levied on the carbon emissions resulting from the production of goods and services of a government. So it aims to make a hidden social cost of a carbon emission visible. So reducing greenhouse gas emissions, di ba? By increasing the price of a fossil fuels. This approach decreases the demand for emission of heavy goods and service while, let's say, incentivizing less from carbon intensive alternative. So some economists argue that the absence of politics or policies or governments that effectively raise the cost of greenhouse gas emissions allows environmentally damaging the activities to persist or unchecked, and that the government or governance gap is evident in the limited global adoption of carbon taxes. So that hinders the widespread of transition to cleaner energy sources and foster the climate change. So without strong, effective governments, environmental degradation continues and undermining ecosystem, economies, and human well-being will be affected on that. So ang third issue na atong itackle is food waste. So from the word waste, food waste is considered an environmental crisis kay we were wasting a food that we don't even know that it is affecting our world, diba? Abi ni mo kanang pagkaon na imong gibilin kay okay ra na, diya ra na, pero mali ka kay ang food waste, it is a major environmental crisis that approximately 1.3 billion tons or 1/3 of food for human consumption is lost or wasted early or yearly, diba? Kabalo ba ka nga ang pag-waste sa food kay let's say let's say gilabay nimo ang isa ka kanang guba or sa Bisaya kanang daot na nga pagkaon, abi nimo okay ra nga kana nga leftover nga imong gilabay masking asa kay nagaproduce na methane. So unsa man ang methane? So it is a, let's say, a chemical reaction ba na. So it is not just producing methane but it produce a potent smell nga mao na tong malanghap, di ba? So it produce a potent greenhouse gas in our air. In fact, if tanan nga world's largest or world's wasted food kay, let's say, mahimo ng country, it would be the third largest greenhouse gas emitter. So behind only the United States and China. So dako jud kay siya nga comparison. So kung himuon siya nga country, di ba? So third largest na dun siya sa United States and China. And this waste also squanders resources like water and land used in production. So let's say maka-affect siya sa environmental jud umayo kaya nagaproduce siya potent smell that we inhale, di ba? So it squanders resources like water and land used in production. So it also affects the climate change and resources depletion, and lastly it also affects the it also makes a environmental degradation. What is biodiversity loss? So from the word biodiversity, so nagatalk ta about life, that are in this world, di ba? So unsa ang biodiversity loss? So naga-refer siya to the declining or decreasing in the variety of life on Earth. So mo ni ang example ani kanang naga-lower na ang life expectancy sa dili lang sa tao kundi sa mga mammals or animals nga nagapuyo po diri sa kalibutan. So encompassing the extinction of species and the reduction of genetic diversity within the population of a certain habitat or environment, di ba? So ang example ini sa Mindanao, ang Philippine eagle, di ba? Dili yan sa Mindanao, dili sa Philippines, di ba? Endangered species na ang Philippine eagle. Kabalo ka ang Philippine eagle kay dako kay tabang sa environment na to. Kay mao kini ang mahimong apex predator nga nakalesa or nagahunt sa isa ka animal nga nagaproduce og daghan nga maoy na imbis na makatabang perwisyo na or mahimo ng insekto diri sa environment, di ba? It is not about padaghanay kundi it is about balancing the population of this world, di ba? So kani nga loss is naga-disrupts sa ecosystem. So it reduces the resilience to environmental changes, di ba? So additional it diminishes essential services like pollination and clean water, kay nag-affect pud kini sa pag decompose sa usa ka butang nga maoy mismo maka-apekto sa resources nato, di ba? Imbis na makatabang sa ato, nga himo nga mo'y makadaot po sa ato. So the effects include decrease of food security, increased vulnerability to natural disasters, and potential loss of undiscovered medicines and resources. So impacting both the environment and the people that is using it, or let's say the human well-being needed sa human well-being, di ba? So kani ang plastic pollution maujud ni ang, let's say, pinakadako nga issue nga na kaapekto sa atong kalibutan. Dili lang kini nakaapekto sa tao, but it also affects the wildlife and the true form of a environment, or let's say nature, di ba? Makita jud nato sa news, or dili lang sa news, pati na sa atong daily lives, na grabe yung apekto sa plastic pollution, di ba? So unsa ang plastic pollution? So nag-refer siya sa accumulation of plastic objects and particles in the Earth's environment that adversely affects a wildlife, human well-being, or wildlife habitat, or nag-aapekto po dyan sa sa pagkilo sa usa ka tao, or it affects the cleanliness and form of a environment or urban areas. So the primary causes of it, or the primary causes of this issue or crisis, are the massive global production of plastic. So it is particularly single use, di ba? Kanang mga plastic na single use, maunay mismo ang makapahugaw sa atong nature and endangered sa atong mga wildlife. So producing a single-use plastic, so these items coupled with inefficient and insufficient waste management, so isa pod sa dakuan ning issue kay walay proper management sa pag limpyo sa waste, or walay proper disposal, kay ultimo ang tao di kabalo mo labay sa iyang sariling basura, di ba? Makita nimo sa masking asa. And kani nga plastic pollution maupoy mga cause of natural disasters, di ba? Such as floods, kay naga-block kini sa mga kanal or mga daluyan sa mga tubig, di ba? Mao nang apektado jud kayo ang mga tao ni kay, di ba? Ultimo karon atong gina-face kay flood control, di ba? Mao na isa sa causes sa flood ang paglabay sa masingasa sa basura. So ang plastic pollution kay this leads to plastics entering a natural ecosystem where they persist for hundreds of years. So basically it is caused gikan ni sa ato nga gikan sa mga tao nga di kabalo mo unsay pasabot sa proper waste disposal, di ba? So ang mga effect ani kay widespread and severe plastic contaminated environment, or dili ang environment nga consider na nini ang ocean, freshwater systems, and terrestrial environment. So naga-disrupt pud kani sa delicate ecological balances sa isa ka environment like marine and terrestrial animals, di ba? Mas naga-suffer pud sila niini. So furthermore ang way sa pag kanang plastic pollution na kay bantog nga pollution na siya kay kanang ang plastic ma-breakdown into microplastic which permeate the food chain, so potentially impacting human health also kay kung makaon na sa usa ka animal nya madakpan na to ang isa ka animal nga maoy source po nato sa food, dili lang maapektuhan ng animal kundi kita pod nga maoy ma-cause sa health related issue, di ba? So dapat yun kabalutaan nga issue and mangita pod tag pamaagi kung unsay solution ani. Dili lang kita mismo, pati na mismo ang government, dapat sila mag-legislate or kanang himo silang batas about proper waste disposal to help the world or to protect the world from pollution and make the world healthier than we wish for. So the issue deforestation is one of the issue that we're facing right now in our world. So ngano considered siya as environmental crisis or issue? Because it destroys biodiversity that contributes to climate change by releasing stored carbon and reducing carbon absorption. So that disrupts the water cycle also and increases soil erosion and negatively impacts the livelihood and food security of people who depends on it. So dili lang maka-decrease siya natural resources, but it also the trees help us to prevent disastrous floods, diba? So is it considered that it is also an environmental issue? So next issue is air pollution. So isa pod ni sa issue nga atong ginapis diri sa kalibutan na severe good kaayo kay nakaapektuhan ni sa oxygen sa usa ka tawo, breathing sa isa ka life diri sa kalibutan. So ang air pollution caused by the release of harmful substances into the atmosphere from sourceful like industrial emission or kanang mga air nga hugaw like gikan sa mga sakyanan, di ba, transportation. So from sources like industrial emission and vehicle exhaust and burning of many fossil fuels. So it poses a significant environmental crisis or issue in our world. So ang effect ani kay include respiratory illnesses, cardiovascular problems, and other health-related issue in humans, di ba? Kita mismo ang iguan ni kita mga humans. So as kanang apil ni ang damage to ecosystem also, and contribution to climate change. So the widespread and severe impact of air pollution on both human health and the environment makes a critical global issue, demanding the urgent attention of the government and also people to cooperate to prevent more severe illnesses in respiratory problems and cardiovascular diseases. So, ang sunod na issue is about melting ice caps and rising sea levels. So, critical kini nga mahibaw-an na to kay isa pod ni sa environmental crisis nga atong gina-face. So, kini kay primarily caused by a global warming. So mao ni ang mga iceberg na or mga ice na gikan sa mga low temperature areas nga nagamelt or driven by increase of greenhouse gas emission from the human activities. So ang mga effects ni kay far-reaching and devastating coastal erosion and flooding threaten communities. So, dili lang sa komunidad kundi apil na pod ang sa environment. So, unsa pa? So, isa pod sa mga kuan ni kay saltwater intrusion, contamination of freshwater sources and habitats for polar species. Labi na to mga polar species nga naga-inhabitat ani. So kani kay makaguba pud ni sa kuan sa environment and also biodiversity loss, di ba? So these changes disrupts human population, economies, and natural systems, making melting caps and rising sea levels a profound environmental crisis that is demanding in immediate action also. So the next issue we're talking about is ocean acidification. So nag-refer kini sa ongoing decrease in the pH of the Earth's oceans. So it causes primarily by the absorption of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So kani nga phenomenon is considered an environmental crisis or issue kay it has a profound effects on the marine ecosystems. So the increase of carbon dioxide in the ocean reacts with seawater to form a carbonic acid. So in reducing the availability of carbonate ions, which are essential for the marine organism to live, or such as mga tahong or shellfish, and also sa mga corals to build their shells and exoskeletons. So the effects of it includes the weakening of and dissolution of shells and skeletons of a marine life like such as corals, diba? And disruption of marine food webs and food chains and reduce biodiversity, diba? So ang coral reefs, vital habitats for numerous species, are particularly affected also. Mahimo silang vulnerable, so leading to coral bleaching and reef degradation. So ocean acidification threatens the health and productivity of marine ecosystem, so impacting fisheries, and dako jud siya effect sa mga fishermen, and coastal protection and the overall balance of the ocean environment, so making it critical environmental issue that we are facing also. So the next issue is overfishing. So nganong ingon man siyang environmental crisis kay it disrupts the ocean ecosystem, it harms the corals, and it decreases the population of the fishes that living in the ocean. So that means it decrease faster than they reproduce of themselves, so leading to food web imbalances, habitat degradation of the fishes, and reduces biodiversity. So destructive fishing methods is one of the causes of it, and the effects of it is the decreasing of food resources and loss of livelihood sa mga mangingisda na to. So ang cobalt mining is also an environmental issue that happens in our world, kay ang cobalt is fast turning from a miracle metal to a deadly chemical toxin that dumping is devastating landscape and polluting water and containing corpse. So high concentration of cobalt have even been linked to the death of crops or worms that helps our soil, and which is vital helpful for our soil to be fertile, and one of the country that faces this issue is the Congo. So the last environmental crisis or issue that we are facing, or we will talk about right now, is soil degradation. So it refers to the decline in soil quality. Soil quality, diba? Like, ang quality sa isa ka soil ko, okay pa ba siya, or let's say kanang okay pa ba siya for plantation or any activities that is helpful to it. So soil degradation refers also in reducing its capacity to support plant growth and provide ecosystem services into a low rate, or let's say not good quality. So considered yun siya nga environmental crisis because healthy soil is essential for food production, di ba? May kailangan sa mga farmers na to produce rice or any other resources that needed soil to its production. And also naka-apekto po dyan sa water filtration, carbon sequestration, and biodiversity loss. So ang primary cause ni kay includes the unsustainable agricultural practices such as deforestation, overgrazing, mining, industrial pollution, and climate change. So, ang mga effects niini kay far-reaching reduce the agricultural productivity that leads to food insecurity. So, maka-lower dyan sa atong food resources kay daot ang soil na ginagamit sa itong farmers, and economic hardship also. So it also increased the soil erosion, results in sedimentation of waterways and loss of fertile land. Dili lang po siya sa fertile land, kundi it also loss of biodiversity that disrupts the ecosystem, and additionally decrease the carbon sequestration that shows the extracurricular climate change that are happening in this world. So the widespread and severe impacts of soil degradation on food security and environmental health and climate stability makes it a critical global issue that requires a sustainable land management practices and a solution to prevent a soil degradation. So that's all the environmental crisis or issue that we tackle about, and we need also to learn more about it. Dili lang kani ang mga naitabo nga mga environmental issue sa kalibutan. So muna, let's research for some information that happening in our world, kay dili lang kani nga mga issue ang mga naitabo sa kalibutan. So let's go for Dave Duhina that will explain more about the global environmental crisis. So
the first one is reduce, reuse, and recycle. So what is reduce means? Reduce means cutting down on unnecessary waste before it even starts, while reuse remind us that items don't always have to be thrown away. They can be used in again new ways. And recycles ensures that material like plastic, glass, and paper are processed and turned into something new, instead of ending up in landfills. So, in the Philippines, guys, we are around of 61,000 tons of waste. Dagan kayo. They are generated daily. Practicing these 3 R's can significantly lessen flooding, pollution, and the overflow of garbage in our communities. So, nindot kayo mag-practice ani to lessen pollution and garbage. So, by applying these simple habits in our homes, schools, and community, we are not only managing waste, we are also protecting our future. The second ways to address environmental problem is to support renewable energy. So, first, what is renewable energy? Renewable energy comes from natural sources like sunlight, wind, and rivers. Unlike coal and oil, it does not cause much pollution and helps fight climate change. In the Philippines, we already have solar panels, wind farms, and geothermal plants that give clean power to many homes. So, by supporting renewable energy, we can protect the environment, save money in the long run, and make sure that the next generation has a cleaner world to live in. And the third one is by protecting our nature and biodiversity. Protecting nature and biodiversity means caring for the variety of plants, animals, and ecosystem that keep our planet alive. Forests give us clean air, ocean give us food, and animals help us balance our environment. But today, pollution, deforestation, and climate change are destroying them. In the Philippines, many species are endangered, and natural habitats are shrinking. If we protect nature and biodiversity, we also protect ourselves. Simple action like planting trees, reducing waste, and respecting wildlife can help keep our environment healthy for the future. Kung naay action or ways to address environmental problems, naapoy policies para protektahan ang atong kalikasan. And the first one is the conventional and international trade in endangered species of wild fauna and flora. This is an international agreement signed by many countries to protect endangered animals and plants. Its main goal, guys, is to make sure that international trade of species like elephants, ivory, turtles for shells, or rare orchids does not threaten their survival. CITES works by regulating and something banning the trade of certain species. Today, it protects over 38,000 species. So, daghan na kayo sila giprotektahan. It protects worldwide, including some found in the Philippines, such as Philippine eagle, pawikan, sea turtles, and certain orchids and hardwood trees. Second policies, guys, are the Montreal Protocol. So what is Montreal Protocol? Montreal Protocol, guys, is an international agreement signed in 1987 to protect the ozone layer. The ozone layers act like sunscreens, shielding us from dangerous ultraviolet or UV rays. However, chemical called CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, found in things like old refrigerators and spray cans were destroying it. The Montreal Protocol required countries to stop producing and using their harmful chemicals. Because of this agreement, guys, the ozone layer is now slowly healing, and scientists expect it to fully recover within this century. If we continue these efforts, the Montreal Protocol shows how the world can unite to solve an environmental problem. By protecting the ozone layer, we are also protecting human health, wildlife, and planet itself. Next is the Convention on Biological Diversity, or CBD. It is an international agreement created in 1992 during the Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro. Its goal is to protect the variety of life on Earth. It's called biodiversity, which includes animals, plants, forest, ocean, and even microorganisms. The CBD, guys, has three main objectives. This is conservation of biodiversity, sustainable use, and fair sharing of benefits. For the Philippines, guys, the CBD is important because our country is one of the world's biodiversity hotspots, home to unique species, guys, like the Philippine eagle, tarsier, and by protecting them, it's not just about nature, It's also about food security, culture, and survival. Next is the Kyoto Protocol. So what is Kyoto Protocol? Kyoto Protocol is an international treaty adopted in 1997 in Kyoto, Japan, and entered into force in 2005. Its main goal is to reduce greenhouse gas (GHG) emission worldwide to fight climate change. It legally binds developed countries, called Annex 1 countries, to commit to specific emission reduction targets. Since they are historically the biggest polluters, the protocol introduced carbon trading, clean development mechanism, and joint implementation projects to help countries meet their targets. For example, under Kyoto Protocol, countries like Japan, Canada, and nations in the European Union had to cut their emission by an average of 5% below 1990 levels during the first commitment period. The year is 2008 and 2012. Next is the Paris Agreement 2015. The Paris Agreement is a global treaty on climate change. It's adopted in 2015 during the COP21, 21st Conference of the Parties in Paris, France. Unlike the Kyoto Protocol, which focused only on developed nations, the Paris Agreements require all countries, developed and developing alike, to take actions against climate change. In short, guys, the Paris Agreement is a global teamwork. The Paris Agreement is a global teamwork plan to fight climate change, where every country has a role, big or small. And the last one is Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. The Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, are 17 global goals adopted by the United Nations, UN, in 2015. They serve as a blueprint for peace, prosperity, and protecting our planet, with a target year 2030. The SDGs are important because they connect people, planet, and progress making sure that development today will